Good morning, Ram fam. I'm Aaron Espinoza, an Inclusion Engagement Leader with the Multicultural Office. I will be interviewing my other Inclusion Engagement Leader, Sonia Delgado. How are you doing this morning, Sonia?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. So let's get started. First of all, what made you want to work for the Multicultural and Student Activities Center?
Hmm. I've always enjoyed diversity. Like I've always been curious about it and like just learning why people do different things and like seeing different people's point of view. I've traveled a lot. Like I've traveled to Europe, I've traveled to South America, and I've just experienced those other cultures. And so literally multicultural is part of like what I enjoy, just the word itself. But other than that, just being involved, like not only as a student, but like as a student worker was super curious to me. So I was really excited when I got the job.
What would your friends describe you as?
Okay. I think they'd say helpful because I'm always asking people what they need. It's just kind of a habit I have. And then I think friendly, and then encouraging. I'm a super motivator. Like I know I am, and it might be annoying at times, but I just like I can't help like wanting people to feel good and like happy about themselves. Oh yeah, and funny. I think if you're my friend, you probably think I'm funny. So I think I'm funny too.
I mean, I think you're funny, and I think, I would definitely describe you as that. So you're like on the nose.
Thanks.
Is there anything you collect?
I collect. I've always like seen blankets and thought they were really cute, and now I just have a collection of blankets. And I now when I buy blankets, I definitely look at them more closely and just look at the texture and look at how cute they are, look at how thick they are, and just accumulated a lot. And I have a stack in my closet, and I don't use them all, but I mean they're cute, so I had to buy them.
Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with blankets because I personally collect blankets myself, and you can never not have enough.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
I think I'd be a cheetah because I'm not good at running, and I've always like been frustrated that I can't get a fast mile, and so I just want to be good at running for once, and so I think I'd be a cheetah.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
thanks.
What are two things that a lot of people may not know about you?
Mm, I played violin when I was younger in high school. I played for 5 years. Um, so that's something I kind of like left behind, but that's something a skill I still have. And then I've modeled a few times, and it wasn't a big deal, but yeah, like I modeled prom dresses and bridesmaid dresses, and that was really fun. So that's something I don't really share a lot, but it's definitely like a secret I have.
That's really cool. I mean, like not many people can say, "Hey, I've modeled for something." Like
Yeah,
even if it's on a small scale, that's still really cool.
yeah, it was fun.
So, our next question is very serious, and I'm going to need you to answer very seriously for me.
Okay, I'm ready.
If for the rest of your life you could only choose one between tacos and tortas, what would you choose?
Okay, so tortas are the like are they little rice cakes, right? Something like that.
Tortas, it's kind of like the Hispanic version of like a hamburger, basically. It's got like, almost like in the way that a pulled pork sandwich would be made, where it's, most of the time shredded meat and between us, has lettuce, tomato, mayo, things like that between, two pieces of bread.
Oh, well, that sounds really good. I was gonna say tacos, but I wanted to make sure that I knew what a torta was. So I guess I'd say tortas.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
um, any tips for beating boredom?
Mm, I think trying out new things is always a good experience to have, and it definitely is like satisfying if things turn out right or if you do discover something new. And so just like having new discoveries by trying out new things, that keeps my interest and my mind active during this time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are there any shows or series or any movies, series that you're binge watching right now?
Um, I think I can watch like the Marvel like world over and over again. Like every movie's amazing. and I learn something new from every movie because they're not just like a story, but it's just something deep behind the characters and like what they're doing. And that really gets me, especially as a psychology major. I'm really observant of people and try to learn what like something, a message behind the real thing and what their motivations are, what their personalities are, and how that interaction affects like the plot. And that's just something that's a little weird, but I mean, with Marvel, it's so complex and so detailed that it's just so interesting to me. So yeah, I can watch that every day.
I think that's really cool though. Like you don't have a lot of people who read between the lines. So like those that do often, like you have those people that like are wanting to rush through the movie and like just enjoy the ride. But it's not to say that that's not the, a fun way to go about things. But also if you take the time to notice things and look at details, then you're getting that much more out of the experience. So for that, I think you're very well placed in what you're doing, the way you watch movies anyway.
Yeah, I definitely think, I don't know if everyone watches movies like that, but I don't know. I just notice those things. It's just something I do.
I definitely poke holes in movies. So
Yeah, it's a good time.
what is your favorite event that the Multicultural Center has hosted or co-hosted?
So, something that's really exciting with, I just like seeing people come together, and like I know with organizations that can be competitive throughout the year, like with spirit awards or like homecoming points and things like that, but like when we can come together and celebrate each other, it's really satisfying and really just makes my heart happy. And so that's something that happens at Rammy's. We're competitive, but in the end, we get to celebrate one another when another organization wins, or it's another feeling when you get to win also. So yeah, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a fun time to like get dressed up and to like also just to see like what goes into it, since I do work for a hoster, co-host of it. Like I get to see like how much work goes into it and really appreciate that.
That's a good
Yeah.
way. I think a lot of the time, like being in the work that we do, we're often doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. I mean, you know, for this example, Rammies, but homecoming as well.
Oh
But
yeah.
but we do a lot of the behind the scenes. So I feel like in that regard, we appreciate the final product a lot more instead of 15 minutes of fun and then now it's over. But
Yeah, like the whole process is just like, I don't know, it's, I enjoy that way more than just like being a participant. I
yeah,
like helping. Like I said before, I'm a helper. I like helping. So it's fun.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning into Cafecito this morning. Be sure to tune in next time.